Foreign Affairs Minister has delivered a forthright address to the United Nations General Assembly, calling the situation in Gaza an utter catastrophe.
Winston Peters also took aim at the veto power held by the powerful countries at the UN, such as the United States. Political reporter Jamie Ensor has the details.
6 months since Hamas's bloody assault and 6 months of Israel's brutal retaliation. Winston Peters on the international stage foregoing usually restrained diplomatic language for a blunt assessment.
The situation in Gaza is an utter catastrophe.
Concerned with both Hamas and Israel's actions.
New Zealand condemns Hamas for its heinous terrorist attacks on 7 October. Palestinian civilians continue to bear the brunt of Israel's military actions. Gaza, which was already facing huge challenges from this conflict, is now a wasteland.
Making clear Israel must take steps towards peace with Palestinians.
Building and expanding illegal Israeli settlements in the occupied territories and the forcible displacement of Palestinians from Gaza imperil the two-state solution.
And reiterating New Zealand's desire for peace.
New Zealand welcomed Resolution 2728, which demanded an immediate ceasefire for the month of Ramadan, leading to a lasting, sustainable ceasefire.
There is a greater impact by saying these things at the United Nations in New York. It does have a greater impact than if Winston Peters said these in the New Zealand Parliament.
Good to see him make some strong statements. We need to back that up now with some action.
Labour's Foreign Affairs and Trade team also encouraged.
Of course we should have been making the comments earlier. Of course we should have, but never too late.
I was pleased to see his language being tougher.
Even if their leader, who has criticised the government's response, wasn't fully across it.
But I haven't had a chance to see the detail of it.
Peters also voiced opposition to the veto powers held by the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council. It's a long-standing grievance for New Zealand, something raised recently when we chaired the Security Council, and also as Russia vetoed decisions in the wake of its invasion of Ukraine.
Since the start of the current crisis in Gaza, the veto has been used 5 times to prevent the Security Council from acting decisively. This has seen the Council fail in its responsibility to maintain international peace and security.
He doesn't mention the countries that have used that veto in relation to Gaza. The United States has used the veto 3 times.
Winston Peters leaving New York, hoping to have delivered the message
Israelis and Palestinians deserve to live in peace and security.
That the current war shouldn't eclipse a vision for peace in the future. Jamie Ensor, Newshub.